Good afternoon and welcome along to the Premier League live here on the commentary up to JB Sports and Focus on Football. It is myself, Russ Vernon, alongside Paul James as we bring you a mammoth clash in the Premier League today as second take on third. Liverpool take on Manchester City. Before we get the team news and build up to this game, let's bring you the latest scores from the Premier League action that took place today. In the earlier kick-off, we finished Aston Villa 0, Tottenham Hotspur 4, John McGinn sent off for Aston Villa. I'll tell you the goal scorers in that game a little bit later on. For in the game between Brighton and Nottingham Forest, 83 minutes gone, there is still Brighton 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Nottingham Forest, from what I've been reading, they've been knocking on the door to try and get an equaliser there at the London Stadium, and there's a shock result happening there at the moment. 84 minutes gone there. It's going West Ham United 1, Burnley 2. And what I'm going to say is I've only seen one of the Burnley goals this afternoon already in the build-up while getting prepared for this game this afternoon that we're going to be covering. And what I will say is, wherever you get your highlights packages from, check out David Fofana's strike to put Burnley 1-0 up in that game. That was an absolutely outstanding strike from David Fofana for Burnley today. Now, let me bring you the team news from our featured match, and then we'll fetch my co-commentator Paul James in a few moments. So let's bring you the team news. And starting off with Liverpool, who made 3 changes from their Europa League game in midweek. So Bosley, Bradley, and Van Dijk all returned for Gakpo, Robertson, and Konate. Konate not involved in the matchday squad today. For Man City, they make 6 changes. They feature Walker, Ake, Stones, Bernardo, De Bruyne, Foden, and out go Lewis, Diaz, Gvardiol, Kovacic, Nunes, and Bob. So let's bring you the 2 teams in, and you can see them on the screen there, but I'm bringing them in for this. Kevin Keller in goal for Liverpool. It's Conor Bradley, João Quansah, Virgil van Dijk, the captain, and Joe Gomez across the back. It's Dominic Szoboszlai, Lautaro Endo, and Alexis McAllister, the 3 men in the midfield this afternoon for Liverpool. And in the attack is Harvey Elliott, Darwin Nunes, and Luis Diaz. On the bench is Adrian, Kostas Tsimikas, Andy Robertson, Bobby Clark, James McConnell, Lauren Nallo, Luis Kumas, Mohamed Salah, and Cody Gakpo. For Manchester City is Edison in goal, Walker, Ake, Stones, and Akanji across the back. Is Rodri and De Bruyne in the defensive midfield role. And then in attack, the men in attack for Manchester City is Bernardo Silva, Julian Alvarez, and Phil Foden behind their main talisman in Erling Haaland. On the bench for the Citizens today, Stefan Ortega, the sub goalkeeper, Ruben Diaz, Josko Gvardiol, Rico Lewis, Mateo Kovacic, Sergio Gomez, Mateus Nunes, Oscar Bob, and Jeremy Doku. I'll bring you the officials in just a second. We're getting ready to get underway in this Premier League encounter between Liverpool and Manchester City, almost ready for kick-off in that one. I'll bring you the match officials shortly and tell you all about those who are the officials today. We'll bring you those in just a moment. And then I'll put you my co-commentator once we're underway, once we get a break in place. So just waiting for the game to get underway at Anfield, just going through the final few moments. And we're now underway at Anfield as Liverpool get the game off and underway with Van Dijk sending the ball forward there over towards Darwin Nunes, who wins the header, but he only finds John Stones. And City have possession early on. It's cleared away by Edison up towards halfway, and João Quansah picks up possession and drops the ball back to Kevin Keller. Well, then finds Quansah again as Liverpool will come forward, and there's a wonderful ball over the top from João Quansah, but John Stones reads out well to find Ake. Now Akanji can get the ball back to John Stones, and he's back to Edison, who's been closed down by Szoboszlai, and he breaks for Van Dijk on halfway, chests it down, and then gives the ball away to Erling Haaland, and then he breaks for Conor Bradley to tidy up for Liverpool back into Quansah. Ball forward, well down well by Darwin Nunes, but he's just offside. So bring you the officials now. It's Michael Oliver, the match referee, assisted by Stuart Burton, Dan Cook. David Cook is the fourth official. In VAR room today, Stockley Park, is Stuart Atwell alongside Nick Upton as we watch this game today. And the interesting stat which I found out in building up to this game regarding the match referee, and I'll bring you in a moment, is Kevin De Bruyne charges for down the right hand side from Manchester City into us Phil Foden inside the penalty. Foden winning full challenge from Van Dijk, and Alexis McAllister just brings this ball away up to Darwin Núñez, who turns Akanji on halfway. But then that's a good interception there by Kyle Walker. But City almost in there, pulled down the one end. Liverpool just right an interception from Virgil van Dijk.
Well, the breaking numbers to Manchester City. You can see all four of them there in the pictures. I thought it's a 4-1-4-1. This is a very, very attacking formation, and they've just got spark plugs all over the park. Alvarez, De Bruyne, Foden, Haaland, it's all there.
As City come forward again here now, it's Julian Alvarez, left side of the penalty, inside the box. Alvarez shot, saved by Keller, diving across to his right hand side, but that's it. Brilliant save. Well, it's to his left hand side there from Kevin Keller. That's a brilliant bit of play. De Bruyne into Bernardo Silva, out wide to Julian Alvarez. And then Alvarez strike on goal, and Bernardo Silva racing in case Keller fumbled it. Well, that's a good start again from City, getting behind early on there, and a fantastic early save from Kevin Keller. He's been the first goalkeeper to be called into action, Paul. It was a comfortable save, wasn't it, really?
Well, it was a comfortable save in the end, but it's worrying for Liverpool just how easy they were broken down there. And that was a really good opportunity for Alvarez. His shot was poor, but at the end of the day, they were breaking in numbers and causing that Liverpool defence trouble early on. A shot fired over Liverpool's bow there for sure.
Yes, and I thought there would have been an equalising goal in one of the other games in the Premier League between West Ham and Burnley, but Burnley fans can breathe a sigh of relief, and I've got one Burnley fan who follows Burnley, and he can breathe a sigh of relief as well, because Danny Ings had a goal just now for offside, and he almost put West Ham level against Burnley into stoppage time there now. Is West Ham 1, Burnley 2 in that game as the ball breaks into the arms of Ederson. In the other game between Brighton and Nottingham Forest, is Brighton 1, Nottingham Forest 0. As here comes Manchester City in our game. Down the line is Julian Alvarez on this left hand side up against Conor Bradley, the young right back. Oriel back helping and out, which is good to see, especially a youngster of Bradley's calibre up against some quality players in Manchester City's attack. As De Bruyne chips the ball in towards the back post, looking for Julian Alvarez. Can he keep the ball in play? He can. Drops the ball back here to Ake. Ake does well. Plays the ball into Roger towards back post, looking for De Bruyne, and he put behind it by Gomez. No, according to the officials, there will be a goal kick to Liverpool. It looked as though ball in from Rodri may have took a deflection off Gomez behind, but according to the officials, it's not, and it's still Liverpool 0, Manchester City 0 after just 4 minutes played. As the Kevin Keller clears the ball long downfield, it breaks for Darwin Núñez, and he now finds Harvey Elliott. Elliott can come forward down the right hand side into Darwin Núñez. Wonderful back heel to Ake, interception, and Stones gets it back to Ederson. Harvey Elliott closing down Ederson, and we saw in the Arsenal Brentford game when Visser closed down Ramsdale. Well, it can happen when you close down the opposition goalkeeper, because Ramsdale clearly Visser went straight into the back of the Arsenal net. And there was a game that Paul was coming here for you all last night on the commentary, when I was delighted to hear last night back on the T7 partner channels, Mike Conman back on the airwaves as well. He'll be back in the commentary box this coming Wednesday when Peterborough United take on Stevenage in League One, as myself alongside Michael bring you our League One encounter, which should be a very good match to watch. I hope so anyway, and I'm hoping, and I think Michael will. It's a good game to watch as well. As Kwanzaa plays the ball down the line for Conor Bradley, brings it down well on his chest up against Ake, and he wins his side of throwing here. Just Conor Bradley, and does well. Just the young right back there to win that throw in, and Liverpool going will be quickly. Kwanzaa into Van Dijk. Now it's Dominic Sabon's line back into Joe Gomez. Van Dijk has it to the back and just knocking around well. There is Kwanzaa now, can get the ball down the line to Bradley again. And I want to ask Paul a question on Bradley in a moment next time we have this opportunity to play ball over the top. But Darwin Núñez was he was offside. So McAllister had to chase his own ball then. Wonderful challenge there from Rodri to clear the ball even further after a poor pass by Edison. And while Liverpool are just playing across the back here, I'm going to come to Paul in a moment on Conor Bradley, who's got position back into Kwanzaa now, and it was all the way back to Covey Keller. And Paul, I just want to get your thoughts on Conor Bradley since he's coming to this Liverpool side. How well do you think he's done today?
Well,
Not today, just all season.
It's been amazing since he came into the Liverpool squad. And it's a bonus for Liverpool. Like, he's a young player that has come through the ranks, and he's developed, and he's developed into what I would say a young starlet, if you will, at the moment for Liverpool. And well, it basically costs them nothing. So it's a really high win situation for Liverpool, and they need some of their younger players to step up now. Throughout all this injury crisis, of course, they've got a 17-year-old on the bench. Amaro Nalo could make his Premier League debut today too if he comes on.
Yes, and there's been a goal in one of the other Premier League games. I'll bring it to you in just a moment. It does involve the game between West Ham and Burnley. We'll let you know where that's gone in a moment. It's only averages away from Leicester on the left-hand side. Plays into Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne chips up to the back post, and it goes behind for a goal kick to Liverpool. And I was surprised that they just didn't. He put too much on that ball there, De Bruyne. But that was a glorious chance for City to get him behind again, Paul.
Yeah, once again, look at those poor breaking in numbers. They're overwhelming the Liverpool defence right now. And this is what Manchester City do when they break forward. They've got these four players just playing behind Erling Haaland, really forcing, overwhelming the defence, really. And there seem to have been a couple of examples of that so far.
Yes, as De Bruyne has a shot which was pushed away there by Keller, and then Conor Bradley, the formation Conor Bradley we've just spoke about, wins this side of free kick. He all started with walking on the ball back, and then he broke for Rodri back into De Bruyne, whose effort was well pushed away by Covey and Keller, and then Conor Bradley fouled in the corner by Julian Alvarez to give City, which Liverpool have a breather from City's dominance so far in the game. The goal in the game between West Ham and Burnley has gone for West Ham, and his man Danny Ings, and the goal decided a few moments ago, is now levelled in stoppage time in that game where they've played 5 of the 8 added on there. As City come forward, ball in from Foden, and he's pulled behind into the City crowd by Conor Bradley behind that goal, and Foden again, too easy for City to get behind Liverpool on the left-hand side, this time up against Joe Gomez, and Foden going behind and put a dangerous cross in, and Bradley had to turn it away for a corner, Paul.
Yeah, they're looking very threatening early on as City. They're by far the better side in this first 10 minutes for sure.
Yes, we'll have to wait and see what happens with this corner kick. Then there's a corner which will be taken by Julian Alvarez. Alvarez delivers a deep ball in. He comes across to the back post. Liverpool just managed to clear. Elliott helps it away, looking for Darwin Núñez to chase on that far side of the left. Well, brilliant interception by Bernardo Silva. Silva can carry it forward down the City right. How wide it goes to Phil Foden, to John Stones, back to Foden once more. Foden drops it all the way back to Akanji on halfway. Akanji can come forward. Plays it across to Nathan Ake. When City have got the ball, it's a back three for City. But when Liverpool have got the ball, it will turn into a back four. And Conor Bradley almost clashing with Pep Guardiola there. And then an handshake between the City boss and the Liverpool youngster, which is good to see, as it is with Toro Endo now, can play this ball forward. Darwin Núñez flicks it on, but can't find Elliott there as Ake just ties up and drops it back to his goalkeeper, Edison. As here comes Manchester City again with Rodri. He drops the ball to Kyle Walker with a wonderful chip pass to the right hand side for Manchester City as they attack from right to left in this first half, which is a good game as Liverpool who normally like to defend again in the cup in the first half and attack in the second, have been made to switch around and attack where the cup is in the first half for a change, which doesn't seem to have gone down well with some of the fans in and around the stadium today. Kwanzaa now has possession. As The ball drops it back to Kevin Keller, all in black. Liverpool all in red, city in there. Sky blue shirts, white shorts and sky blue stockings, as is Kyle Walker, dropping it back to John Stones, who in turn will look to go back, will it, to his goalkeeper. No, he goes to Rodri instead. And now he's out right to Kyle Walker, can come up towards halfway. Walk up against the Bosley, drops it into the ball across to Rodri, and now Arcade down the line to Alves inside, and Bradley's fouled. Alves with advantages played for City. Arcade's possession. Back on halfway in the centre circle for Kanji. And when Kanji will look up and find Rodri to Stones. And Stones will find Kanji again. And he gets it through to Kevin De Bruyne. A wonderful ball. And De Bruyne can't pick out Erling Haaland. It looked maybe an offside at Haaland if it had gone through to the Norwegian. His dad also played for City at one stage, and he played for Leeds United. His dad, Alfinga, was a good player, was Alfinga Haaland. Played a bit at time at Nottingham Forest as well, Alfinga Haaland, and a decent player. His dad was back in the day, from what I've been told by my uncle and my dad as well, who saw his dad play, Erling Haaland's dad, and his dad and Erling is a boyhood Leeds United fans, but plays for City, and hopefully his dad hopes that one day he will see his son pull on that famous white jersey of Leeds United. We'll bring you more as the game between Nottingham Forest away to Brighton is finished. That's finished 1-0 to the Seagulls there, and West Ham have drawn 2-2 with Burnley, as Liverpool almost getting into the back post was Darwin Núñez with a cross from Conor Bradley, and he's behind for a goal kick, and Darwin Núñez stays down. But this is another good chance. This is a good chance from Liverpool this time, Paul.
Yeah, it was pulled across there. It was in that corridor of uncertainty. Just gliding in there, the back post was Núñez, but it was quite far away from him. It was unreasonable to expect him to take it. But going forward again with Conor Bradley, what we spoke about earlier, he gets forward there into an advanced position, plays a very difficult ball across that 6-yard box. So it's good play by Liverpool. It's the first time we've really seen Liverpool really get into the Manchester City defence in this first half.
Yes, here is RV Elliott. Wonderful play from Elliott. He drops the ball into Toro Endo now. Endo, what can he do here with possession? Drops the ball into Virgil van Dijk as Liverpool look to come forward again down this right-hand side with the aforementioned Conor Bradley. Here is Alexis McAllister. And now Kwanzaa finds Gomez. Gomez across to Van Dijk, who swap places with Kwanzaa at the moment. Van Dijk was sort of on the left, Kwanzaa on the right. Van Dijk's now on the right-hand side of the back two, as is Conor Bradley. Takes the inside from Akin, and takes it from Bernardo Silva to McAllister, and he's back to Keller via Van Dijk. Kevin Keller will look to get this ball forward, and he gets the ball forward to Conor Bradley, who's on the floor as he wins possession. Now RV Elliott down the line for Darwin Núñez. Núñez across towards Dominic Szoboszlai, and Luis Diaz has to chase out to get it as he went beyond Darwin Núñez there. From Szoboszlai, as Núñez trying to find him, as Bradley now finds RV Elliott. Elliott chip ball through to Darwin Núñez. Good control from Núñez. Takes a strike and just over. But the flag was up for offside against Darwin Núñez there. But that was another good effort from Liverpool. Good creative opportunity. But the flag was raised. So he went to count anyway, Paul. But another good chance for Liverpool.
Another good chance. And they have to be careful with Darwin Núñez, Manchester City, because he's very, very dangerous. He has 10 goals this season. So, to be honest with you, Manchester City have to take him seriously. He can hurt you from pretty much anywhere around the 18-yard box.
Yes, absolutely. It's Liverpool coming forward again. And Núñez with the header just wide this time. Diaz with the cross, and Núñez always falling. And he just heads it over in the end there. But another good chance for Liverpool again. And he falls to that man again, Paul, Darwin Núñez.
Yeah, the good cross by Diaz here as well. He just couldn't direct his header there, Darwin Núñez, properly. I mean, they do have attacking options on the bench as well, like Mohamed Salah's waiting there on the bench. I'm sure we'll see him at some point today. So Liverpool have got some attacking options themselves. Darwin Núñez, if they will, like I said earlier, they will have to watch him if they want to keep a clean sheet today, Manchester City.
Yes, he will, as Liverpool will come again as Luis Diaz, who's got 11 goals in all competitions this season for Liverpool, will find Gomez, drops it into the path of Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa now finds Gomez again, and Gomez will look to get the ball back into Kwanzaa, and Kwanzaa will play this ball forward. Wonderful play to Harvey Elliott. Elliott down the line, he goes for Bradley. And then it is Ake to intercept, and now Rodri possession, drops the ball back to Stones. Through to Kevin De Bruyne on halfway, and he turns away well from Szoboszlai. Fields in Phil Foden up against Joe Gomez, and Foden goes inside, and Foden strikes. It's Kwanzaa, comes out to Alvarez. It's a penalty. Alvarez still going back into Foden. Kwanzaa back across to intercept and clear the ball away to find Harvey Elliott. Who does well then. Back in to Toro Endo now. Here's McAllister, ball inside. Szoboszlai gets the ball forward. Is a yes, but he's fouled as he does that. And Liverpool have a free kick. Fouled by Kyle Walker. And only Szoboszlai after the ball had already gone.
Yes. Just looking at this again, it's late, but I think Szoboszlai makes a bit of a meal of it, but there doesn't appear to be too much in there. Free kick, in my opinion, and just get on with it. My opinion, he goes down way too easily there.
Yeah, I thought he went down far too easily there as well, Paul. I weren't sure whether you agreed, but obviously you did, as Liverpool will come again as Harvey Elliott drops it to McAllister. Now, Kwanzaa front and the back. Down the line, Kwanzaa into Bradley. Two youngsters combined. Kwanzaa gets it back, and now it's McAllister for Liverpool into Virgil van Dijk again. And Van Dijk will get the ball into McAllister once more. Now, Endo to Elliott to McAllister. And it's for Luis Diaz. Diaz is onside. Squeezes across. And Liverpool tap it in with Luis Diaz. But the flag is off for offside.
I'm sure VAR will look at it, but I must admit, on first reaction, that did look offside. Let's just take a look at it again. Yes, I think it's. You can see just by the cut of the grass that Darwin Núñez was straight into an offside position there. Diaz, I think, was on, but Darwin Núñez was off.
Yes, absolutely, Paul. And I think that was the correct call in the end.
The warning for Manchester City, though. That was very easy how they brought City down there.
It is, yes. Thank you. Yes, Matthew, he's already kicked off. Matthew Chambers has already kicked off, mate. We've played almost 90 minutes. Gone, Matthew. It's still Liverpool 0, Man City 0 in the match. Today's Liverpool will come again. Luis Diaz and there's a penalty here. Basically, Alexis McAllister's shot is blocked. Liverpool appeal for handball, nothing given. And I don't think that was an handball either. Julian Alvarez can try and get the ball forward for City, but it's won by brilliantly by Conor Bradley, who finds Kwanzaa, who goes back to Corbin Keller. But that's a good bit of play there for Liverpool, who going behind again. But City now coming forward with Bernardo Silva. Bradley does well up against him, and he's still doing well here. Bradley clears it down the line, but only as far as anything. Ake. Stones now for City. Drops it into Rodri, now into Walker. Down the line is Phil Foden. Good play, Foden into Rodri. Back into Walker, the City captain, who is doing well as the ball is played forward. In the end here, as City will get the ball again as Ake has possession from Bernardo, and ball play back through towards Bernardo is not going into that. Bradley's gone there, said, but the flag's going to be offside after Alvarez ran through to get the ball, but Alvarez was onside, and the man who was on offside, Bernardo Silva, left it and didn't go for the ball there, Paul. And I was surprised when the offside flag went up when the man who was onside went for the ball and the man who was off didn't go for the ball. As City win there in midfield.
It's a complication of the offside rule, isn't it? I think referees don't even know this rule. they've complicated it to the point that it's barely understandable anymore.
Yes, it is. Only Alvarez. And Alvarez gets the ball in towards, the suicide penalty area and coming across there was Kwanzaa to clear away. And he does well to clear the ball out for a throw in to Manchester City. City piling on the pressure here now as Alvarez will leave the ball for Ake to take the throw in, who's coming up from the back to take it, who's playing left back today, Nathan Ake. Well, then we'll drop into midfield, a defensive three when City have got possession. As Stones will drop up into defensive midfield alongside Rodri to make it a 3-2-4-1 formation. As ball spread brilliantly out wide to the right hand side for Phil Foden up against Joe Gomez on the far side. And he drops the ball back into Rodri towards off midway through the Liverpool off on about 25 yards out. Comes to Ake, gets it back. Does Rodri. Rodri will spray a wonderful ball out wide for Phil Foden, who attacks to the penalty area. His cross is blocked from Gomez out for a throw in. And one thing I noticed there, Paul, is before the ball had even gone out for a throw in, the referee, Michael Oliver, had signalled for a throw in while the ball was still in play, which I was a bit surprised about.
Yeah, we have probably our best referee right now in today's game, I think, in Michael Oliver. I don't think we've got anybody in PGMOL that's actually better than Michael Oliver at the moment.
This is Bernardo Silva. Can he achieve the ball into his penalty? He can. Looking further into the back post, and that's good defensive header from Virgil van Dijk behind for a corner. And Van Dijk saying, "Speak," because if you just look at this here, Van Dijk would have let that go. Holland wasn't behind him at first, and as Van Dijk went for it, Holland went for it, and Van Dijk telling his defensive partners to speak to him to let him know he could have left that there, which is, I think, he's quite right to do. As City have a corner which De Bruyne will take, whips in low, and Stones is there, and City have scored. John Stones on 23 minutes has given Manchester City the lead. Scored in the near pass from the corner, and Liverpool are behind in a big game in the top end of the Premier League. And it's John Stones the goal. 23 minutes on the clock. Liverpool 0, City 1.
Yeah, that was a training ground manoeuvre if I've ever seen one. You look at it swing in like that and you think, oh, what a terrible corner, but no, that was done quite deliberately, I think. And let's just take a look at it again. See, immediately he moves, he loses a defender. I think Darwin Núñez is closest to him there. But you see, he automatically moves there to the front post. He's expecting it. And he puts it under Koivin Kelleher. But that to me was deliberate. And yeah, Liverpool's defence fell asleep as well there. That is it's a poor goal to concede. Maybe Kelleher could have got there first. Perhaps you could argue that maybe Kelleher could have got there first. But that, I think, is a training ground manoeuvre.
Yes, and I saw him there as well, Paul. As the ball came in, there was Ake who was on McAllister, and Ake looked to grab hold of McAllister's hand to keep him away. But the referee didn't spot that, and neither did the VAR as his goal has stood as Liverpool trailed by a goal against Manchester City. I didn't think it was a foul, Paul, with that what I've just mentioned there with Ake or McAllister. I just noticed that there, which sometimes officials do spot and do give fouls for in the style of the goal, so I want to give it myself. But like you said, Paul, that was a training ground routine corner for Manchester City to give them the lead through John Stones, and it was a well taken goal from John Stones, and not very often he scores scores for Manchester City. He's not got that many this season, and when I was looking, that's his first goal of the season for John Stones in all competitions this season. He's not scored any until today for John Stones, and now in any competition this season. And what a time to get in a big game like this, coming towards the end of the pivotal game of the season for John Stones, and not only that, for Man City as well, because when they've scored first, they've only lost one game, Manchester City. Liverpool have won 22 points from losing positions this season. That's the most of any side in the Premier League, and what a stat that is to have for Liverpool. As they're coming forward here now with Luis Diaz on the left hand side. Diaz in towards the penalty area. Left hand side. Ball across. And he comes towards Stones when Stones manages to help City clear. But the offside flag was up again. But City moving dangerously and the most conceded. And the saying goes, Paul, you're the most vulnerable when you've just scored.
Yeah, that's true. I think Liverpool, you can see Darwin Núñez once again straying into the offside position there. And he's at the moment, he seems that he needs to just take a moment to compose himself. He's just a step ahead right now. The defence are stepping up as a whole. Darwin Núñez needs to be wary of that when he needs to time his runs a little bit better.
Yes, absolutely. I thought he could have timed his run a bit better then. When he was at Everton, John Stones, and this is just a stat to bring you, Paul, I don't know if you know about this. When he was in the Merseyside derby for Everton, played for Everton in the Merseyside derbies, John Stones never won a game against Liverpool. He drew 3 and lost 2 with Everton. All his 6 wins against Liverpool have come with Manchester City. He never won when he was at Everton. As is Luis Diaz now. Wonderful one from Luis Diaz. Can he get the ball in towards the penalty area? He can't. And he loses out there, Luis Diaz, just as he tried to pull the ball across. And now only Alvarez can get City on the counter. If that ball was correct, Foden would have been in behind. De Bruyne would have been in behind there, but Liverpool have won the ball back. And they're coming forward again. Here's Harvey Elliott now for the red half of Merseyside. Here is McAllister into Luis Diaz, edge of the penalty area. Diaz loses out to Bernardo Silva and Foden to Alvarez, but City have won a free kick. Foul by McAllister on Bernardo Silva there. And Paul, I want to ask you a question, see if you know this question as well. When do you think John Stones' last goal for Manchester City was?
Oh, goodness me, I don't know the answer to that. I don't know. I mean, I think that's his first one this season in the league anyway, but let me take a look. I have my... I'm not sure. I don't know, Ross. I'm sure you have the answer.
I do, yes. His last goal was in a 4-1 Premier League win versus Arsenal at the Etihad in April 2023. So almost a year since his last goal for Manchester City.
That's interesting.
So that's a very interesting setting. His last club red card, if he gets a red card today, it'll be his first red card since April 2021 when they won 2-1 at Villa, which was his third red card of his career. 2 for the club, 1 for City. One of those were for Manchester City. The other one, I believe, was probably for Barnsley. I'd have to have a guess, or might have been for Everton. And when Everton sold City when Everton sold Stones to City, Barnsley got 7.125 million, whereas to a potential 7.5 million with a 50% sell-on clause for John Stones when he left Oakwell. So Barnsley made a bit of money when he moved there. So good bit of business all around when he signed for City. John Stones is Alexis McAllister for Liverpool. He's Conor Bradley who can get this ball forward. Darwin Núñez will try and get this ball in towards the penalty area, but he goes back to McAllister just to keep ball a bit for Liverpool. That's what they need to do, Paul, I think. Just need to keep ball a bit, just to make City run around a bit less. Just get the foothold in the game a bit more, Liverpool. Cause not really got a foothold in this game yet, Liverpool. Yeah, they've had some of the chances, but City, for me, Paul, on the opening half an hour, have been the more dominant side.
Yeah, I think Liverpool have come forward. They've put pressure on City a little bit, but they haven't really created a great deal. They've managed to find themselves in offside positions as well. I think the game needed that first goal. I think that should bring Liverpool now back into the game to try to get an equaliser. So we might see a really entertaining game now.
Yes, it is Harvey Elliott for Liverpool down the right-hand side. He cuts in field, and they're still going. Wonderful interplay. Ball across to Joe Gomez. Down the line for Luis Diaz. Back it goes to Joe Gomez, and Gomez with a switch of the play into Conor Bradley, wonderful control. Here's Elliott. Elliott chips the ball up, and then on goal from Bradley, who was in there. I think there was Szoboszlai, and just over the bar for Liverpool, and there was almost an equalising goal there on 31 minutes.
Oh, it should have been. It should have been. He had nobody 4 yards near him, and he should have put that away. Liverpool won't get a better chance in the whole game. That he has to score that, and he headed it over the crossbar. Big chance for Liverpool. That.
Yes, big chance there. And there is a stat which I'll tell you about one of the City players who's not scored today, but he's starting a right back, and he's the captain today, Kyle Walker. I'll tell you about him in a moment. It's Dominic Szoboszlai will line up a shot. Can he get the ball out wide? And there's a stat which will interest Liverpool fans who potentially think they could go on to potentially still win this game. It is Conor Bradley. Back he goes to McAllister. Now is Kwanzaa across to Van Dijk. Van Dijk gets the ball down the line, looking there well for Diaz, and finds Gomez, and Gomez slips, and Holland intercepts, and City can come away with possession. It's Phil Foden on the left-hand side, and Foden loses out to a Toro Endo, does well to get the ball back off the England international, does the Japanese man, and now here's Joe Gomez up against Phil Foden, England on England, and Rodri of Spain comes across to help out Foden there in the end. And the stat which I'm going to say as well here, Paul, which is about Kyle Walker, the City captain, which could give Liverpool fans some hope. He's played 10 club appearances for Liverpool against Liverpool at Anfield, Kyle Walker. He has never won any of those. Drawn 4, lost 6. So that could give Liverpool some hope with Kyle Walker playing today for Manchester City. Here's Darwin Núñez. Does well, does Núñez. Holds up the play well. Now Gomez. Ball back in towards Núñez. And he's cleared away. Here's Kyle Walker. Will play into De Bruyne, but City have lost possession. City will come again. Here's Julian Alvarez. Wonderful bit of playing. Alvarez can turn away. And he breaks for Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley inside the box. Bradley shoots. And he's saved and dived onto well by the goalkeeper Edison there. But City almost got out there as Walker just picks up the ball and can try and fetch City forward quickly. As is Roger Geller forced from Paul on that Liverpool attempt just there, which was comfortably saved in the end by Edison as City play the ball back to their goalkeeper Edison inside the penalty area. Now John Stones, who scored of that City opener in the opening goal in this game, as here's Bernardo Silva now. Down the line is Phil Foden, and Foden will attack Virgil van Dijk, and he's got Van Dijk on the back foot. Plays it through to Erling Haaland. Haaland goes one way. Can he get the ball towards the ball? He can't. That's good defensive play. And then Van Dijk clears the ball away again. He's behind for City corner, but this is good play from City. From Phil into Erling Haaland. And Van Dijk does well to clear it away in the end.
Yeah, good challenge by Virgil van Dijk, that just as Erling Haaland was about to pull the trigger. Again, break out quickly again by Manchester City. Phil Foden again was at the heart of it.
Yes, Foden to take this corner then. The man who was on the attack in towards Ake at the back post. It breaks all the way across to Julian Alvarez. Alvarez, excuse me, can't get the ball back into the penalty area. Breaks for Bernardo Silva. Glass field pass. Looking for Phil Foden. He's headed behind by Joe Gomez, who just keeps the ball back on the field rather than City get the ball to go with the throwing fairly quickly. Foden has to come and get the ball, and will he wait for Kyle Walker? He does. And Walker now comes trudging up to take this throw in from right back or right centre back, depending in what position formation City play when they've got the ball and when they hang on the ball. Here's Foden on that throw, but then the ball from De Bruyne looking for Walker is poor, and he's out for a Liverpool throw, which will be taken by Joe Gomez. Liverpool 0, Man City 1, coming up towards into the final 10 minutes of this first half. It's a fantastic game so far. Brilliant end-to-end stuff to watch as City will look to get the ball forward. Here's Foden. And now it's all to De Bruyne. De Bruyne edges the penalty. Kevin De Bruyne shoots. Takes deflection. Behind for a corner. Took a deflection there of Conor Bradley, I think it was. And behind for a corner. And this is good play again. All into De Bruyne. And a wonderful run. And it's behind for the corner. Good play from De Bruyne. Off of Bradley in the end of Kwanzaa. And behind for a corner, Paul. Good efforts again from De Bruyne.
Yeah, De Bruyne is dangerous from that position, as we all know. Maybe the Liverpool players just need to press De Bruyne a little bit there rather than standing off him.
Yes, Liverpool 0, City 1 is De Bruyne. It's in the corner towards the back post looking for Stones. Breaks for Foden, edge of the penalty area. Back to Bernardo Silva. Stones is there. On to Foden. Chest down up against Bradley. Now for a throw into Manchester City, who's knocking on the door, trying to get a second before half time. Foden will take this one, will he? No, Walker's coming up again to take it, and some of the Liverpool fans over on that far side aren't happy that he's taking time, and once the time added on at the end of this first half for City's time wasted, and they still have time wasting City here as he down the line. This time he goes to Julian Alvarez off of Kwanzaa, but the ball had already gone out for a Liverpool throw in before Alvarez hit it against Kwanzaa. Liverpool 0, City 1 as Pep Guardiola looks on, and this will be the last meeting between Jurgen Klopp and Pep Guardiola in this season, or for quite a while anyways. Klopp is leaving Liverpool at the end of the season, and we'll get your thoughts on Klopp against Guardiola and next time we get a stoppage in play. Paul, who you think's done the better out of the two managers up against each other and overall in the Premier League? We'll probably get that to half time before the second half starts. Just have a chat on that and get your thoughts on that as well. And any of our listeners want to get involved in that, you can tweet us. Commentary Live want to get involved with your thoughts on Klopp versus Guardiola. Who do you reckon has been the best of the two managers in the Premier League era? What do you think will come out on top if there's a vote for that? As Darwin Núñez into Dominic Szoboszlai, the penalty. Szoboszlai onto Elliott. Elliott strikes a goal. Blocked well by John Stones. Comes back out to Bradley. Bradley delivers a cross in. And just go up and is cleared away by the Kanji this time on this far. It's Diaz. Diaz does well. Sets up for Endo. Endo. Can he get a strike and goal? He can't. On to Elliott. And City win the ball back as it is Erling Haaland. And he's up against Virgil van Dijk. Haaland is on Erling Haaland. And Van Dijk's on the on. And then still going. Erling Haaland! Straight to down the front of Kevin Keller. That's a decent effort. We really should have done better there. But he had no one in support for him. And Núñez is flagged offside there. But Erling Haaland really should have done better there, Paul.
Well, he got him away, hadn't he? He had furled away from the halfway line to go. It was Van Dijk was having to fall back, and he just got away from the Dutchman, and it's his shot. I think he was falling as he was shooting there, so I think it was really difficult to kind of position where he wanted the shot to go.
Yes, Liverpool can come forward this time with Szoboszlai. Out wide for Luis Diaz. Does well, just Diaz. Does really, really well. Into Joe Gomez. Gomez now will look up. Find Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa can get the ball out wide. Looking for Conor Bradley. Bradley can get the ball forward. Here's Alexis McAllister. Liverpool just knocking on the ball well. McAllister again. Just keeps hold of possession. Kwanzaa. Back into McAllister. As Liverpool looks to come forward. Ball over to looking for Darwin Núñez. Out comes Ederson. And as well there does the City goalkeeper. Comes racing out of his penalty area, off his line there, just to claim the ball. But here comes Julian Alvarez for City down the left-hand side. He's on the charge. And he cuts in field. Drops it back to Bernardo Silva. Stones to find Rodri now. Akanji back to Rodri on halfway. City just keeping possession, making Liverpool run around. Bernardo Silva intercepts. One as far as Elliott, who plays the ball down there looking for Darwin Núñez. But Kanji does well to put his arm across and no fouled him. Put his arm across to shepherd him away so to make sure he got the ball back to his goalkeeper. Ederson finds Stones. Now Ake to Julian Alvarez, who just miscontrolled that ball, which allowed Conor Bradley to clear away out for a City throw. Monday Night Football in the Premier League, so one more game left in this Premier League weekend as Newcastle go to Stamford Bridge to take on Chelsea. As here comes the Bosley, wide for Luis Diaz, who's still with Luis Diaz. Diaz just wide in the end. Luis Diaz, he was unlucky there. Good work from Diaz, cutting inside all the way, and a shot which just went the wrong side of the post there, Paul.
Yeah, it was a good effort. He beat two City players there, got the shot away. I don't think Ederson was getting there. If it was on target, it may have been 1-1. But it just pulled wide, unfortunately, for Diaz. It was a good effort. Certainly, Liverpool need to get some shots on goal in this first half. So it was a good effort by Diaz. Unlucky.
Yes, good effort from Luis Diaz. Unlucky, as Paul mentioned, as Haaland brings the ball down well, but then Bradley intercepts and takes off the Norwegian. And Liverpool now have possession with Luis Diaz up against Kyle Walker and Phil Foden. And Diaz moves out to Foden, but Diaz wins the ball back. But he's fouled Phil Foden in the process. So City have a free kick. Foul on Foden by Luis Diaz. And City will lead in this game through John Stones, the goal scorer, if you're just joining us. The training ground routine from a corner. The ball played in the near post looked like a poor corner, but Stones peeled off Darwin Núñez and just finished it off inside of the near post under Calvin Keller. As here's the goal scorer, Stones. Back he goes to Kanji. Down the line he goes into Foden. Stones has the ball again. Midway inside the Liverpool half. Went forward towards the edge of the penalty area. Goes backwards. No, instead to Ake. Out wide. This left hand side. And Julian Alvarez. Back into Ake. Now Rodri has possession. Walker turns on halfway. Back into Rodri. Across to Ake. The City just keep hold of possession. Another server down the line for Julian Alvarez. Alvarez. Good turn away from his man, but then he runs into trouble in Chip and McAllister. Elliott's there now. Into Ake. Nathan Ake does well. And now here's Rodri. Good play this. Now he gets the ball into Walker. De Bruyne. Good play from Kevin De Bruyne. Back into Walker. And now here's Rodri. The City who just keeps all the possession. Back into De Bruyne. Ball through looking for Haaland. Cut out well by Van Dijk. And now Gomez. Back into Van Dijk who loses it to Haaland. Nearly on robs Van Dijk. Finds Julian Alvarez into the penalty, left hand side crossing inside. Alvarez clearly shot just over the bar. It was falling as it hit there, Julian Alvarez. And you know, he's all the way around it. And he's into the crowd for a goal kick to Liverpool. But Julian Alvarez again, Paul, almost scoring.
Yeah, it's causing a lot of havoc around that Liverpool defence. The finish there, when he got the shot away, he got his foot underneath it and it went into the Anfield Road end. But you have to say that he's causing that Liverpool defence an awful lot of problems in this first half so far. He's created a couple of chances as well.
Yes, and Liverpool yet to have a shot on target in this opening first half. City have had 4 from their 6 attempts, Liverpool none from their 6 attempts, which is surprising considering Liverpool are the home side. You expected the home side to have at least 1 shot on target in this first half, which they haven't yet. So coming up towards the end of the normal time, we'll see how many minutes of stoppage time there will be added on here between Liverpool and Manchester City. It's Liverpool 0, Man City 1. Nathan Ake with the ball and he throws it down the line looking for Haaland. No free kick given into 2 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first half as Van Dijk picks up possession, drops the cross to Joe Gomez. Down the line he goes looking for one of Luis Diaz and Walker is away. Kyle Walker away down the right hand side, takes it to the penalty area. Walker pulls the ball across just in too far in front of Kevin De Bruyne, otherwise that would have been 2-0. Haaland couldn't get in there either, but City with a glorious chance through Walker winning the ball well and went forward, pulled the ball across, and neither Haaland or De Bruyne could get into this ball.
No, it was a very, very difficult. He just nipped in ahead of Diaz Walker. and broke down that right-hand side. It was a great break by Walker. He gets the cross into that, again, that corridor of uncertainty, but unfortunately for Kevin De Bruyne, he just couldn't quite make it in time, but again, shows how quick City can break out.
This is it, the buzz line out for Liverpool. On to Luis Diaz. Have Liverpool got an equaliser in them just on the stroke of half time? Here's Sabozlai, lines up a strike from the edge of the box, but it said, was it going to put the badness out of the box? Push it across. And Liverpool almost punishing City there, and City just managed somehow to get the ball away through John Stones. And then he almost made a mistake, John Stones there. Almost give the ball to a Liverpool man. The Liverpool coming back just before half time. Kwanzaa to Endo on halfway. Sabozlai. And it's Sabozlai to Kwanzaa again. Endo again on halfway. Liverpool knocking on the door, trying to get an equaliser before half time. But he will not open for Liverpool just yet. Door's already open for City. John Stones on 23 minutes from a corner. Liverpool open to equalise before half time. But Alvarez and City will have other ideas, but it's McAllister, and that's a challenge by Rodri and a free kick to City just as we're going to the second minute of stoppage time. And Rodri has a yellow card there for his troubles. And City almost City going to throw away their first half lead here as we. And was that a yellow card for you, Paul?
Yeah, absolutely. He made no attempt to win the ball. Definitely a yellow card for me.
So Bosler sending over this then for Liverpool. Liverpool will hope to equalise on the stroke of half time. A bit like what Leeds did against Sheffield Wednesday when they took the lead on the stroke of half time. Liverpool will be hoping to equalise on the stroke of half time this time though. And so Bosler goes for a low shot driven into the arms of Edison. And there it is at half time in the game now between Liverpool and Manchester City. As the half time whistle blows, is Liverpool 0, Man City 1. And Paul, let me just get your first half overall thoughts on that first half and what has been in a fascinating first half at Anfield between Liverpool and Man City. Liverpool had some chances, but City have the better of the chances, and they're the ones who lead at half time. Is Liverpool 0, City 1.
I think City have looked a lot more threatening breaking forward. Definitely with Alvarez and Foden on both the flanks, really making it hard for the Liverpool defence. Also, when City break forward, with those 4 attacking midfielders playing just behind Erling Haaland, they're overwhelming the Liverpool defence, and the Liverpool defence are really struggling with that. Coupled with Liverpool as well, when they broke forward, they've caught Manchester City cold a couple of times. I think Pep Guardiola will be quite wary of that right now, because going forward, Liverpool have created 1 or 2 opportunities, although that they have been caught offside. I think Darwin Núñez needs to kind of just check his run a little bit. But I wouldn't be surprised to see Mohamed Salah by the hour mark if Liverpool haven't gotten him back into the game.
Yes, and that's what I was about to say, Paul, as well. I think what about the hour mark, you would have to say if Liverpool aren't in the game, Salah would probably come on for Liverpool and potentially try and change things. So other bit then at Anfield in this Premier League encounters, Liverpool 0, Man City 1. Join myself and Paul in about 5 minutes time for some analysis on that bit more analysis on that first half and get Paul's thoughts on Klopp against Guardiola in the Premier League era. Back shortly. Welcome back to second half coverage of the game between Liverpool and Manchester City. We're still at half time at the moment. We're getting ready for the second half. Shortly back alongside me from his half time break, and we've both had a half time break, is Paul James, my co commentator. He's sat alongside me. First of all, Paul, if you're looking at this game as a whole during that first half, you'd have to say, as you mentioned, City have had plenty of possession. You'd have to say that Pep Guardiola would probably be the happier of the two managers at half time.
Yeah, I think so. I think he'll have some concerns, but I think he'll be very happy with the way City have played in the first half, especially going forward. I'm a big believer in the fact that Phil Foden is. I know we look at Erling Haaland and his goals, and we say, he's obviously an incredibly talented footballer, a generational forward and goal scorer. But when I look at Phil Foden, I see a goal scorer, a creator, somebody that can run at defenders and worry defenders. And I think he is also being a bit of a problem for Liverpool today, along with Alvarez on the other side.
Yes, and when you look at now, I just want to quickly speak on this topic with you, Paul. This is the last time we're going to see Pep Guardiola come up against Jurgen Klopp in the Premier League era. At this moment in time, with Klopp leaving Liverpool at the end of the season, he's come out and said he's never going to manage another English side again. So it looks like he probably won't manage in the Premier League again unless, or against the English side again, unless he comes up against them when he gets a new job in European football. But look at Klopp against Guardiola in the Premier League era then, Paul, and since Klopp came into it and Guardiola came into the Premier League, out of the two managers, who do you think's been the more successful and overall been the better fit for the English Premier League game out of the two managers, in your opinion?
Well, I don't think you can pick a distinguish them between who has been better for the Premier League game. I think there's also the factor that Manchester City have had a lot of money made available to uh, Pep Guardiola. I think Jurgen Klopp has certainly been Liverpool's best manager since Kenny Dalglish, and he's done a wonderful job and obviously very loved in Liverpool. And for Liverpool to lose that, I think is a massive blow for them. For Pep Guardiola, well, I think at the moment he's probably the best manager around right now, isn't he? I don't think there's anybody better out there at the moment than Pep Guardiola. So, in terms of the two as a Premier League fit, they both fit the Premier League very well. They've both given something to each of their clubs that they were missing before. Liverpool, of course, with Jurgen Klopp, he's brought the championship back to Liverpool for the first time in 30 years. For Manchester City, well, Pep Guardiola has given the Champions League to them, something they've never won before. The FA Cup, the league, and has definitely made Manchester City the dominant side in the Premier League.
He has, Paul, yes. And I'm just looking at some head-to-heads. 29 games overall in all competitions between Klopp and Guardiola. Klopp has got 12 wins. Guardiola's got 11. There's been 6 draws between them. Klopp's sides have scored 44 goals. Guardiola's sides have scored 49. When you look at it in the Premier League, though, as well, it's been 15 games that have come up against each other. 4 wins for Jurgen Klopp, 6 draws and 5 wins for Pep Guardiola. Klopp's side have scored 19 goals. Guardiola's sides have scored 30 goals. Goes by 3+ goal win margins, being 4 for the Guardiola's side rather than Klopp's side. There's been 1 home defeat for Klopp, none for Guardiola. There's been 3 90+ point seasons for both managers. Klopp has got 1 Premier League title. Guardiola has got 5. And I'm going to put this stat out there as well, for which you may have already know or you may have already seen or worked out. But no other former manager has won more Premier League, has won more major trophies in England than Pep Guardiola. Guardiola has won 14 trophies, major trophies, in 8 seasons. No manager or team has ever won 4 successive Premier League titles. Should Pep Guardiola achieve this season, he would become the only fourth manager in English League history to win 6+ top flight titles as a manager after Sir Alex Ferguson with 13, Bob Paisley with 6, and George Ramsay with 6. The other managers up there for major trophies won by a foreign manager in English football. It's from Arsenal boss Arsene Wenger with 10, Jose Mourinho with 9, and then Jurgen Klopp has got 7 in the Premier League. Arsene Wenger and Mourinho have won 3. Klopp has won 1 as well. So that is just some of the stats there as we about to get back underway. We're back underway for the second half now between Manchester City and Liverpool at the start of this second half. Is going to be a good second half, I reckon. Both teams looking to get into the fold again and get back on the front foot as Liverpool and City just get ready for the second half as Ake picks up possession. We'll run through the two sides when we get to a moment in plays. Here's Bernardo Silva down the left-hand side for City. They win the throw. No changes by the looks of it to either side there. There's Mo Salah warming up. He'll be expecting to come on soon for Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp in the build-up to this one said Salah's not able to play a full 90 minutes yet or big large chunks of the game, so he can put the game around about 30 minutes or so, rather if nothing's working for Liverpool by that moment. That's a good header away by Akanji. Liverpool will try and come forward again this second time around. Here's Phil Foden now for City. Down the right hand side he goes, but he loses out, and then Szoboszlai wins possession back for Liverpool. Here's Endo. Drops the ball across now to Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa can fetch his ball forward, bringing the two teams when we get a stoppage in, plays the ball, played down the line looking for Conor Bradley. Ake intercepts there is Diaz, and Diaz is taken out. There's a penalty to Liverpool. Liverpool have won a penalty early on in the second half. 30 seconds in, Ederson takes down Darwin Núñez, who races onto a poor ball back, and a yellow card for the City goalkeeper, Ederson, and Liverpool have a chance to equalise. Paul James.
Yeah, this was. He makes no attempt to win the ball here. Let's look at this. He just. Well, he does. He might. It just looks to me like he just goes for the legs there. Unless he's wildly mistimed it, but that is reckless by Ederson, and he doesn't need to do that. He's going away from the goal. It's Darwin Núñez. That's reckless. That is absolutely reckless. And this is a chance for Liverpool to get back into the game now.
Yes, absolutely. Van Dijk's having a word with Michael Everett, thinking it should be a red card for Ederson. He's got a yellow card. VAR will probably be checking this, see if they will upgrade it to a red. He won't, but the physio needs to come on for Ederson. Ederson's injuring himself in the process here. So Ederson may need to be substituted here, which if he does, Stefan Ortega will have to come on and his first shot will be to face a penalty, which it looks like it's going to be Alexis McAllister to take this penalty shootout. And looks like he's on his groin area here. And just looking at this again, does he pull his? Yeah, I think he pulls a muscle here as he goes as he takes out Darwin Núñez there, Ederson, and he looks like he can't put any pressure on that there, so he may have to come off here, Ederson, which, if he does in the delay, could put a bit of pressure and doubt into Alexis McAllister's mind here, Paul. And if he does have to go off here, Ederson, how big a blow would it be for City to lose their first choice goalkeeper with veteran Stefan Ortega, who's not really had much game time this season?
No, and that's correct. Stefan Ortega has only played 2 games this season. Now, he does have a 1.5 goals against average and a save percentage of 86, in fairness, but it's he's only played the 2 games. So, I mean, we'll see how Ederson copes. He seems to be okay now. He's going on his line to face a penalty by McAllister, but if he does have to come off, Ortega is a competent replacement, but he hasn't played a lot this season.
No, and Alexis McAllister is about to take this penalty for Liverpool. He will place the ball down on the spot. Now, Edison is there. Alexis McAllister, all 10 penalties in English career. He's only missed one of those, which he hit the post with. All the other 9 have been scored from Alexis McAllister. Can he make it 10 out of 11 here? The Liverpool number 10. Alexis McAllister stands up, watching this on. Penalty for Liverpool. Alexis McAllister to take. Up against Edison. McAllister steps up and he scores. Edison dives the right way. Well, the ball is too high for Edison to keep out. And Liverpool are back level in the game between second against third in the Premier League. It's Liverpool 1, Manchester City 1, 50 minutes gone, and Alexis McAllister scores from the spot. And the delay was no problem for the Argentine there, Paul James.
Yeah, it was a really good penalty. Well, I have to say Edison got close to him. Might have even got a hand to it. Let's have a look. No, it was hard luck for the goalkeeper. It was a really, really good penalty, well taken, right into the corner. There's no chance there for Edison on that situation. So 1-1.
Yes, 1-1 now, and it's all back to where we were at the start of the game, right back at the very beginning, back at a draw. And after each goal, all the mentality is reset, is 0-0, let's go again. And that's what the players will be thinking right now. Let's bring in the two teams then. Starting off with Liverpool, it's Keller in goal, Bradley, Kwanzaa, Van Dijk, and Gomez. Then it's Szoboszlai, Endo, McAllister, Elliott, Nunes, and Diaz. For City, it's Edison, Walker, Ake, Akanji, and Stones in the back 4. Rodri and Bernardo Silva. Then it's De Bruyne, Alvarez, and Foden behind Erling Haaland. The benches are Adrian, Tsimikas, Robertson, Clark, McConnell, Nalo, Kuma, Salah, Gakpo for Liverpool. And for City is Ortega, Diaz, Vardiol, Lewis, Kovacic, Gomez, Nunes, Bob, and Doku are the teams and benches. And the referee, to remind you, Michael Oliver, VAR, Stuart Adwell, and Nick Upton, with David Coote, the 4th official today, and Stuart Burt and Dan Cook, all the linesmen. All the assistant referees, as they're called these days. As we now get ready to watch this game and see if Liverpool can go on to get something from this game now. As it stands, they've got to a point, and Liverpool fans and club will be hoping to get one better in this final game in the Premier League against Manchester City. They could still face each other in the FA Cup if they both get through their FA Cup quarter-finals, and what a semi-final. And if they do get through and they can join each other again in the semi-finals, what a semi-final that would be. Liverpool, Man City against Liverpool. But City, Liverpool have got to come overcome Manchester United first. And City have got to overcome Newcastle in next weekend's FA Cup action. What a game those are going to be next week as Edison comes out and claims the ball this time as Darwin Nunes tried to get in behind. As we see the shot there of Darwin Nunes. As we just look at this ball again, in towards Nunes in behind. He's just offside, I think, as well. But the flag didn't go up. He did right to the very end. But Edison is down again. And in his afternoon here for the Man City goalkeeper is all but over now, Paul.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. I can see Stefan Ortega stripping off now on the Manchester City bench. And the German goalkeeper here, it's a good opportunity for him just to try to get some minutes in such a big game. And if he can perform very, very well, it might be an opportunity for him. But Ederson looks in pretty bad shape over there right now. And it doesn't look good. And I think for Manchester City, irrespective of this, how important this game is, I don't know that they're going to want to risk Ederson any further.
Yes, and that's what my thing was. Well, Edison be risked even further here, especially how important he is to Manchester City, especially with some of the important games coming up for the citizens as well in the next few days. Be interested to see what Pep Guardiola does here today as we and how he goes moving forward he was if he's out for a very long period of time. This is where he actually was injured. He took out Darwin Núñez, which got given as a penalty for Liverpool from by the City goalkeeper, and he's managed to get up to face the penalty, but then which McAllister converted well, and we're just seeing the one from behind the goal there, Paul, and that's a good penalty from behind the goal. You can see how into the corner he was and how high he was to make sure that Edison wasn't going to save it, even if he gets that way. Couldn't get up with that height because of his injury. Maybe if he wasn't injured, he may have tried getting up even higher, but probably still would have saved it, in my opinion. But Edison now coming off and he's walking off, which is a good sign that he doesn't need a stretcher, so he can't be that bad if he's walking off. But he's just probably coming off as a precaution, and let's see how things go. As David Coote allows Stefan Ortega onto the field of play.
Well, I think if it's a groin injury, he could be out for a while. We don't know the extent of it yet, but groin injuries can keep you out for a little while, and that's what it looked like from what I was seeing. He's going now to the dressing room to receive some treatment. He may be out for a while. It depends on how severe it is. I'm certainly no physiotherapist. I couldn't tell you, but it's if it is a groin injury, it could be out for a while.
Yes, and if he's out for a while, that will mean Scott Carson, who's third in line for Manchester City, will be the understudy to Stefan Ortega in the future games until Edison is back fit and available to play again. Kyle Walker will look to get this ball forward for City. Will Kyle Walker end his hoodoo and win a game at Anfield? He's never won there in his career so far. We'll be looking to end that stat today. As that was McAllister's fourth goal of the season in all competitions for Alexis McAllister when he stuck away that penalty. And McAllister has gone down here with an head injury up against Julian Alvarez. He's on his side now. He went down on his head at first, which is why the referee blew up and gave a free kick and stopped the play. Bernardo Silva there having a word with Michael Oliver. Here now, and just looking at this again, he breaks here for Bernardo Silva, and he thought he was going to foul there by McAllister, then the fine got taken, and then he nudged him off the ball there, did Bernardo Silva, probably getting his retaliation in the one where he fouled him. But you really shouldn't take the law of this football into your own arms. As he comes City now, as the ball's played across, looking for Foden, and all inside the penalty area, breaks again on the edge of the box. McAllister is away. He comes to De Bruyne. De Bruyne to Phil Foden. Foden inside the penalty area. Foden, fantastic save from Keller, and he keeps Liverpool in this game with a fantastic stop tonight. Phil Foden as the rain is teaming down now at Anfield.
What a save by Koivin Kelleher. Made it spread himself really, really well there to make that save, which made it very difficult for Phil Foden there to lift the ball over Kelleher. So really good piece of goalkeeping by Koivin Kelleher there, keeping Liverpool at 1-1.
Yes, it is Rodri now for City into Bernardo Silva. Silva will look to get the ball out wide for Ake, who can get there. And he's got the ball down the line for Julian Alvarez. Can he get there? No, Conor Bradley intercepts. Bradley clears it down the line. Down to play for the throwing to City. City will go really quick with Ake. Back to Bernardo Silva. Over the end of Diaz. And Diaz has robbed him. And Diaz is away over halfway. And Luis Diaz is still winning. Coming forward now, it's Diaz. Plays the ball towards Darwin Núñez. Back into Diaz. Luis Diaz is on the penalty area and he can't take it in his stride. And Stefan Ortega rushing out and claims it in the end there, Paul. But Liverpool, good counter-attacking, footwork and football there. We just couldn't finish it off at the end.
Yeah, it's great football. It's a first touch there by Luis Diaz that just gets the ball. The ball escapes him from that, and it just rolls through to Stefan Ortega, who comes out and falls on it, as we are seeing Michael Oliver just waving the yellow card at Bernardo Silva.
Yes, Bernardo Silva goes into the referee's notebook and having a word with him, asking him why he's done a silly challenge like that. I'm not sure what sort of challenge he did there, but Liverpool have got a free kick. And I said it probably around about the hour mark, we may see Mohamed Salah, and he is. And not only Salah is coming on, but Andy Robertson too. What about that Paul too? Double substitution here for Liverpool. their most creative spark in Mo Salah coming on, and also their left back and their king of crosses on the left hand side in Andy Robertson coming on, and Beatrice Seal goes off here for Liverpool. I would probably say potentially for Salah would be I'd probably have to go for Harvey Elliott, and we've been playing a left back. Maybe Joe Gomez may go for him, and take off Conor Bradley and put Gomez a right back and Robertson a left back potentially. We'll have to wait and see. As he's Dominic Szoboszlai going for Liverpool. Szoboszlai lines up a shot and he sends it into the crowd behind the net. On the hour mark is Liverpool 1, City 1. Liverpool about to make some changes, but Liverpool almost went in the front there just before they did that.
Yeah, it looks like it took a deflection there. That should be a corner. Just looking at that, if we look at the Phil Foden chance again, it's really good work by Oivind Kelleher. You're right, it is Conor Bradley.
Yes, Conor Bradley off to be replaced by Andy Robertson. And there's also Dominic Szoboszlai off to be replaced by Mo Salah. So Harvey Elliott will move back into the midfield to play alongside Endo and McAllister as Gomez moves across to right back, with Andy Robertson coming in on at left back now for Liverpool. So I got 1 out of 2 there, Paul, which ain't bad.
I think it's a right substitution too. Harvey Elliott's been invisible all game, really. So it's probably the right substitution to make. Conor Bradley,
Elliott's still on there, Paul. Was Szoboszlai was going off, which I was surprised about.
Oh, sorry. Harvey Elliott drops back into midfield. Szoboszlai has gone off, which is kind of interesting because he's had a decent game, actually.
He has. As Andy Robertson first involvement for him finds Alexis McAllister. Drops it to Toro Endo. Endo now to Gomez. Gomez drops it to Kwanzaa. Now Kwanzaa drops it to Van Dijk on halfway. It's inside the centre circle, inside his own half. Drops it across to the right hand side and Kwanzaa. Down the line it goes. Is Mo Salah, first involvement for him. He's 1-2 with Gomez and gets it back to Kwanzaa, who drops it all the way back. Oivind Kelleher, who now finds Virgil van Dijk. Or VVD, whichever people want to call him, not DVD. VVD, I said. But Liverpool have lost possession as Erling Haaland's coming forward. He's out wide to Julian Alvarez. Alvarez, back it goes. And he gives possession away. Liverpool coming forward with Mo Salah. And Salah can break you over halfway. And he's winning a full ball through for Luis Diaz. Diaz inside the penalty area. Diaz chips it. And just wide from Luis Diaz.
Oh, what a chance.
So unlucky. How unlucky can you get there for Liverpool? And Luis Diaz chips it there. Just when we look at this again, Diaz is on the side. And he really should be making it 2-1.
Yeah, he should be scoring there. He just leaned to his side, telegraphing the way he was going to go. In fairness, Stefan Ortega spread himself really, really well, which made it harder for Luis Diaz. But what a chance that was. And it was a beautiful defence-splitting pass as well.
Yes, and that's what Salah's can do for Liverpool. That's what Liverpool have missed when Salah's not been in the team. Them defence-splitting passes through, and that's why Salah is probably, for me, up there in terms of one of the best players, not just in the Premier League, but in the world right now, Paul. Up there alongside the likes of Lionel Messi and Kylian Mbappe for me. Salah's up there with those two, in my opinion. Is Liverpool with Salah plays the ball through Darwin Núñez, and Núñez has got Luis Diaz inside. Yes, and what an interception again by Kyle Walker to prevent Liverpool from taking the lead here. Well, that's a good piece of defending, just as Luis Diaz was about to score.
Yeah, that was a match-saving challenge, that. I think if Diaz would have hit it first time, he might have had a better chance, but he tried to bring it down here, which gave Kyle Walker the opportunity to make that challenge. But that was a match-saving challenge, and one he had to get right as well.
He did, as Liverpool about to take this corner then. It's Andy Robertson with the left-footed corner in towards the penalty, up and away by Akanji, behind for yet another Liverpool corner, this time from the right-hand side. This time from their left-hand side, sorry, rather than the right, City's right-hand side. And our near side as well, as Liverpool attacking the goal to our left in this second half. As 64 minutes on the clock. Is Liverpool 1, City 1 as Andy Robertson in swinging corner with his left foot. Needs to be away from the goalkeeper if he can, and he does do it away, and he comes all the way across, and a shot back in from Salah, and again, and just wide. Mo Salah twice going close there, and Liverpool should be 2-1 up now, Paul.
Yeah, they're turning the screws of Liverpool here. They've had a number of chances in the last few minutes to gain the lead. I just wonder if they're going to live to regret those chances.
Yes, you never know, Paul. The mind doing. Well, a City are trying to come forward, but that's a good interception from Endo as Liverpool get Elliott away now, and Harvey Elliott gives it back to McAllister. Score of Liverpool's equaliser. McAllister's the penalty. Alexis McAllister. Good save from Stefan Ortega. I think he was going wide anyway. But Stefan Ortega, fantastic save to push it behind for it and call it to Liverpool. Wonderful curling effort from McAllister there.
Not sure it might have been going in, Ross, but it was a good save by Ortega. That'll give him a confidence booster coming on as a cold goalkeeper in this game.
There's Andy Robertson about to take this corner then from the right-hand side for Liverpool. Van Dijk in there. Nunes too. Nunes splits off to the near post. McAllister to the back. He breaks for Salah on the edge of the penalty area. Drops it all the way back to Kobe Keller. And he will look to get the ball forward, and he does. Across our way for Andy Robertson, who wins the header. Good ball towards the penalty for Salah. And now Liverpool can't get into there. It's cleared away well. And Haaland is trying to get up there with De Bruyne and Foden, and he can't get there. Just can't Haaland. And he now finds with Rodri on halfway and almost slips as he found John Stones. Last 5 minutes, Liverpool 4 shots, 1 on target. City yet to have any shots on target in the last 5 minutes, or shots at all, or just in the opposition box, which is interesting to see. So that's saying, go from a Liverpool standpoint, back from a City standpoint, as the ball goes to the far post looking for Alvarez, and he goes out for a throw in, and a poor cross in there from Kyle Walker. And City making a substitution here, and is Mateo Kovacic about to come on for Manchester City.
Perhaps bringing up a little bit more creativity in the midfield. It also looks like Jeremy Doku is preparing himself over there.
Yeah, that's right. That's Doku looks like he's going to come on as well. Big shout out to our good friend Mike Conley. Says, "Hey fellas, can we have full time right now, please? That would be perfect for us." Says, "Enjoying your commentary, lads, but I'll enjoy it even more if we don't see a winner. But we may see a winner here, Mike, as Liverpool on possession. Is Luis Diaz. He can get the ball in towards the penalty, looking for Andy Robertson, and that's cleared away by Akanji well. Out for Liverpool throwing. Diaz takes it quickly. As Liverpool want to go on with this match quick. Good in tempo from Liverpool at the moment. Endo finds Van Dijk. Endo again into McAllister. Now Harvey Elliott. Wonderful bit of play from the Liverpool man, who in my opinion not had the best of games today, Harvey Elliott. He plays for Endo. Now finds Van Dijk. Here is Kwanzaa. He's got Salah out wide if he wants to use him. He has it inside, but he goes back to halfway for Van Dijk. Chip ball out wide to this near side of the left to find Andy Robertson. Robertson delivers a cross in, and he's too near the goal. And almost in, and just over in the end from Andy Robertson. And almost caught out. Substitute goalkeeper Stefan Ortega.
Yeah, he had to watch that, the goalkeeper, didn't he? Just to be making sure it's going out. But here's Doku and Kovacic.
Yes, and it's Kevin De Bruyne and Julian Alvarez who are coming off from Manchester City to be replaced by Kovacic and Doku. And I'm surprised by De Bruyne because he's been one of those players for City today who's created things. He was the one who set up the goal here and for City, and I'm surprised that he's gone off there. Jeremy Doku on in his place, and Alvarez is off to be replaced.
I don't think he's too pleased about it, Ross.
No, he's not pleased about it there. He's having a word with Pep Guardiola, and he's also speaking to some of the backroom staff as well. He's not happy at all here, Kevin De Bruyne, with that substitution. Kovacic on for him, Doku on for Alvarez. We'll City have possession now with Akanji. Can he get this ball forward for City as they look to try and sneak a winner in this game? Liverpool 1, Manchester City won. And Mike, if you're listening, you want it to be a draw, you may be interested in the stats which I wrote earlier regarding Kyle Walker, which I'll tell you in a moment. City on the attack with Jeremy Doku. Drops the ball back towards Kovacic. Just intercepts there to keep hold of the ball for City. Here's Rodri. Wonderful play into Kyle Walker. I'll tell you a stat about in a moment. Here's Foden. Wonderful bit of play, but City have lost possession. It's Dominic Szoboszlai's away. And Dominic Szoboszlai coming forward. And he's blocked off there by Walker. Out for a throw-in. See, Kyle Walker has never won in 10 club appearances against Liverpool at Anfield. Drawn 4, losing 6. And he's won 7 of 25 career appearances against Liverpool. 9 draws, 9 defeats for Aston Villa, Tottenham and Manchester City. No Premier League appearances against Liverpool last season either for Kyle Walker. And he conceded a penalty for a foul on Sadio Mane back in 2020, which was a 1-1 draw, home draw at the Etihad against Liverpool that day. And here comes Liverpool now with Darwin Núñez and John Stones turns it well back to Stefan Ortega, and he clears the ball away all this towards McAllister. McAllister getting the ball forward, based towards the penalty area, and is cleared away by Akes. Salah almost going behind there for Liverpool. As Liverpool just keeping all the possession now well with Mutoro Endo into Liverpool with Van Dijk on halfway. Wonderful touch from Van Dijk. Can he get the ball forward? It's a brilliant ball into Andy Robertson. Robertson with a low cross in. And Liverpool almost scored with Darwin Núñez. Fantastic save from Ortega. And now Kovacic can get this ball away. Wonderful play from Liverpool. Here's another Silva in towards Phil Foden. Wonderful chance from Elliott. Now McAllister can get the ball forward. Wonderful interception from Kovacic and now Haaland. He's breaking over halfway. Out wide to Doku. Jeremy Doku coming up towards the penalty on the left hand side. Twisting one way, then the other, back to Kovacic. Custing field to Rodri. Teasing for Phil Foden into the penalty area. And he's giving the ball away. Rodri again. Back to Akanji. Good play. It is Kovacic. And now here's Rodri back to Kovacic once more. Walker. Good play out wide. And he's found Bernardo Silva back into the path of Walker. Down the line he goes with a full bit of play. Robertson's there and he's shepherded behind Robertson well for a corner. Bernardo Silva tries to get him behind there. 61 minutes on the clock. Liverpool 1, City 1. Liverpool with this chance here from Darwin Núñez, Paul.
Yeah, I think Stefan Ortega has to be given some credit here. He comes out, spreads himself well, makes the save from Darwin Núñez, makes it hard for the Uruguayan striker because when the ball comes across there, he spreads himself very well and really limits Núñez's options. So good piece of goalkeeping there, but again, it is another chance for Liverpool, and they've missed a few these last 10 minutes or so.
Yes, it is interesting to see who will get the player of the match from you, Paul, in about just over 10 minutes' time or so. Be interested to you'll be picking for that if it stays 1-1. As Doku gets the ball down the line for Ake, and Foden's making run into the centre, and Foden can't get there, and he's hit Foden, and he comes off the crossbar. Oh, so unlucky for City to save the lead there. And Colin Keller, who's made some good saves today, almost made a poor mistake there by conceding a goal and punching the ball into the Phil Foden.
Yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? He comes out, makes the punch, hits Phil Foden, he doesn't know about it, and it hits the crossbar. I'm actually jolly glad that didn't go in. I wouldn't like a match of this magnitude to be settled that way.
Yes, Paul, I think if it had gone in, it would have been disallowed anyway because the ball, judging on that replay there, struck the hand of Phil Foden before hitting the crossbar there, so it would have been disallowed in my opinion if that had gone in anyway. And then Elliott, can Elliott get there? Salah goes down injured. Liverpool fans won't want to hear me say those words as Elliott almost does a Visser against Ramsdale and closed down Ortega and almost saw a ball into the penalty. Salah stays down and City are playing on here. He's set up back up now, Mo Salah. But City are continuing with the play because he's not in a head injury. So they're well in the right to continue with Manchester City. Walker helps Salah back up now as he is Bernardo Silva for City. Drops it into Rodri. And now here is Kovacic. how wide it goes in Mateo Kovacic, and he's looking good here. City, Durku into Kovacic again. It's had a penalty on the left hand side. Wonderful play, drops it back here to Durku. Brilliant bit of run from Durku into Rodri. And back it goes to Walker. Doing well here is Kyle Walker. And they're keeping hold of possession well. City 1, Liverpool 1. As this game comes towards its conclusion. Interesting stuff here in this match as Liverpool look to keep hold of this draw at the moment and they should try and win it. City looking to win themselves. Neither manager will probably be happy with a point, I don't think, in the context of what the season is at the moment, with games that they've got left to play and what the table's looking like ahead of coming into this game as well. We'll bring you the Premier League table at the end of the game before we finish now. We'll bring you that and pop you that up on the screen to tell you all about it. Is Liverpool 1, Manchester City 1. And Mo Salah having a word with the referee for this challenge on him, which is from Kyle Walker. We're looking at it here. And Walker just gets a touch to the ball, I think, here, if you look. And he gets the ball in on the follow through, catches Mo Salah. No free kick. But I've seen players get sent off for those follow throughs as Cody Gakpo is the man who comes on to replace Darwin Núñez here for Liverpool, which will see Gakpo, which will probably see Diaz go through the middle and Gakpo go on the left. Or it might be Gakpo through the middle. We'll have to wait and see how that shapes up now as City win themselves a throw in. Walker to take it just in line with the penalty area, just the edge of the penalty area. And Walker happy with the ball boy who passed him the ball back and he chucked it behind him to make it look like he was wasting a bit of time. And now here's Ake. He's back inside his own half and by his own penalty area now. And City was in a promising position at one end. He found themselves back on the edge of their own box with Manuel Akanji. And now City 1, Liverpool 1 as here comes Bernardo Silva. Wonderful bit of work here. Down the line he goes. Here's Walker. Good play from Walker. And he gives the ball away as McAllister can get the ball over the top. And say Gakpo away. Can Gakpo get there? Ortega out and does well to head it away to Rodri. And now Akanji back into Rodri. On halfway, Rodri turns. Finds John Stones. Back into Mateo Kovacic. And now here is Akanji. And it looks as though now with City having Akanji on, with Kovacic on, now it looks like Stones have moved into the central position, a bit further up here, and sometimes will drop back if Rodri or Kovacic gets forward. Here's Ake though. And John Stones comes deep to pick up the possession this time around as he will look to get the ball for Kovacic into Rodri. And it looks as though Kovacic and Rodri are taking the turns to be the deepest one forward to help Phil Foden, and the attackers out. And here comes Phil Foden up over halfway and he plays it to Kovacic. Until Kovacic gets the ball out for Jamie Durku. Durku inside the penalty on the left hand side. Takes a shot which deflects into the arms of Kevin Keller there. And Durku just rubbing his hands, getting a bit warm, to get him a bit warmed up. And we've played 70 minutes all and it's still 1-1 with that chance there. And we just see the brother's not happy, and you can see everyone else having a word with him, trying to explain the situation. The brother having a word with him as well. And he's
still not
he
pleased,
understands. Still not pleased because he says he understands why he's done it, but he still wasn't that pleased with the decision. But he says he understands why he's done it, but he's not happy that he has done it. Which you can understand, Paul, in a game of this magnitude. You want to play in a game of this magnitude to help your team out. And that's what De Bruyne wants to do towards the end of this game.
Well, De Bruyne as well was having a pretty decent game. He was controlling a lot of the midfield. So I was really surprised to see him being taken off. But, I mean, Pep Guardiola is a genius, so I'm not going to question him.
Yeah, I'm not going to question him either. As well, Paul, as here comes Salah for Liverpool. There's a penalty here. Chips for Diaz at the back post. He beats Walker to the ball as the ball bounced behind the England international. Alexis McAllister now to Wataru Endo, the Japanese international man, finds Joao Kwanzaa, who can come forward over halfway. Kwanzaa likes him for shots. Shots saved well by Ortega and Palmer to safety, and then cleared down the line by Bernardo Silva for Liverpool throw-in. But Joao Kwanzaa there, from distance, almost put Liverpool in the lead.
Yeah, it was good save by the goalkeeper. He got down well and made sure he palmed that away from McAllister, I think, who was closing in on that. But it was really Liverpool again. They're having their chances. They've certainly, since the equaliser, Ross, have certainly had the better chances and probably been the better team as well, I would argue.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Paul. They have been the better team, Liverpool, since getting that equaliser. But I think, though, Paul, if you were to end 1-1 like Mike wants it to, I think a draw would be a fair result. I get your thoughts on that in a moment. As is Salah win to the penalty area, stayed by Ortega. Paul, do you think if it ends in a draw, do you think it would be a fair result?
Yeah, I think so. I think both teams have had dominated parts of the game. I think the draw would absolutely be a fair result.
Yeah, both teams playing good football in this game and still going for it. Hammer and tongue, end-to-end stuff here is Liverpool City on possession now with Doku. Edge of the penalty area, left-hand side the penalty now. Pulls the ball across, looking for Holland in the back post. Headed out and here's Diaz. Can fish the ball away from Liverpool and he can. Up over halfway. And he gets past Walker as well as Rodri. And he's still going Diaz. Rodri gets back at him. Can't pull him down. Walker can't pull him down either. And he's still going Luis Diaz into the box. He's against Walker behind for a corner. And that's good play from Luis Diaz. And he gets Liverpool fans on his side as well. What a fantastic run there from the Colombian Luis Diaz, Paul.
Yeah, it was a good cross there. Blocked with the face of Kyle Walker, who's really been brilliant today as Kyle Walker. I would argue probably been one of Manchester City's best players with his defensive work, and he's been getting forward in parts of the game as well.
Yeah, just saw a shot there of Luis Diaz's family, his dad and his mum. I think he was there in the crowd here at Anfield as he saw his son's effort on the screen behind, which was blocked off by Kyle Walker as Virgil van Dijk heads that corner behind into the crowd for a goal kick to Manchester City. Jurgen Klopp looking on here, which will be the final game against City in the Premier League for his Liverpool side and for him in general as well. As he says, he won't manage again in England when he leaves Liverpool at the end of the season. As this ball played forward from Kieran Kelleher, and he chests it down well. And if you look at this game so far, Paul, 2 minutes gone, Jurgen Klopp, in the final Premier League game against Manchester City in the Premier League, how do you think he'll be feeling with his side's performance if he ends like this in a 1-1 draw?
Well, I think he will have wanted to win the game, because what this does now is put Arsenal in the ascendancy now, top of the league on goal difference, and it puts it in Arsenal's hand. I'll just let you...
Yes, as Diaz is inside the penalty area. Like he goes to Andy Robertson. Robertson chips the ball towards the back post, looking for Salah. Brace. Then he looks for Joe Gomez. Shot is blocked well. First round ball by the Liverpool fans behind that goal, and some of the Liverpool players not given. And he comes again, Gapper for Salah. Wonderful play from Salah. There's a penalty area. So again, the ball in for the Diaz. Can't get a strike, and then he's cleared away well by Manchester City. And Liverpool coming again. We'll get your thoughts. Get on that point to ask you, Paul, in a few moments. As Andy Robertson is a ball back. It was a penalty. Alexis McAllister shot is deflected over. And it was a penalty. It says, the referee Michael Owen says no. Walker's down inside the penalty area. But Paul, talk about this chance and then talk about and then finish your point on Jurgen Klopp as well.
No penalty for me. But it is an opportunity, and he just puts it over the crossbar. But with regard to Klopp, I think he's still going to be relatively happy with the draw, because Manchester City still have to play Arsenal at Etihad. So he's going to be very happy. It's not going to be very happy with a draw, but I think he'll be relatively happy. He'll be okay with it. Because with that match still coming up for Arsenal And Liverpool, of course, coming up after the next game against Manchester City. Well, they've got the Merseyside derby, Brighton at home, Sheffield United at home, and Manchester United away in the league. So they do have some tricky games coming up themselves. But I actually think it'll be okay. I think both managers will be okay with the draw.
Yes, as the Liverpool fans making quite a lot of noise at the moment in time. 8-4, not half minutes gone. It's still Liverpool 1, Manchester City 1. And Stefan Ortega is about to take this goal kick for Liverpool. Big shout out to one of my good friends, Sally, who's messaged me and said she's listening in to this game just a few moments ago. So hopefully you're doing okay, Sally, and hopefully enjoying the commentary as Liverpool coming forward down the left hand side with Luis Diaz in the game. Then Kanji can keeps the ball well for Liverpool, finds Cody Gakpo, the substitute, back to a fellow substitute in Andy Robertson. Robertson turns him towards half edge of the penalty, and the Kanji's across there. Bernardo Silva watching him, rather than the Kanji's fouled, and Andy Robertson has a free kick to Manchester City. But Liverpool starting to create a bit more problems now for City in the closing stages of this game, Paul James.
Yeah, it's been Liverpool pretty much all the way since the equalising goal. And as you can see there, Luis Diaz has been a threat all afternoon for Manchester City. He's had chances, but he hasn't taken them. And that's one thing Klopp will be disappointed at, the chances that Liverpool have had that they haven't taken.
Yes, absolutely. Just seeing who the player of the match is going to be there. And interesting choice from player of the match. But we'll get the reasons for that shortly. We'll get the player of the match shortly. City, we're about to take a through Kyle Walker, the City captain today, who has played a right side of centre back at times, alongside in the back three with Akanji and Ake, sometimes right back when John Stones has dropped back into the back line as well, in a four with Ake at left back. Here is Roger there for City, and he turns away well. And I'll fetch you shortly, Paul, for your player of the match as the ball breaks through for Keller, and Liverpool just have possession out of the back with Jao Kwanzaa, who can try and fetch this ball forward. Interested to see what both managers think of this at the end of this game this evening, as we see Liverpool conceding a free kick foul on Bernardo Silva there, and City looking to cause a few problems down this right hand side. Liverpool left as Walker could potentially be booked here for time wasting, in my opinion, as he went to give the free kick and then just left it. And Ortega's taking a bit of time, but then Akanji has to take it instead. Akanji's there now. Back to Ortega. And he plays it across. With interest out by Kovacic, but he loses out in the midfield. And Kovacic wins the ball back, does he? Yes. And he slides in well, but keeps hold of the ball. And then finds Foden and gets the ball back again. And then there's Rodri interception. Akanji turns away from McAllister. And he does well here. Ball played down line by Kyle Walker, looking for the run of Phil Foden. And Van Dijk's across there to knock it all the way back to his goalkeeper, Covin Keller, and can clear the ball away well. Up towards halfway. Headed one there by John Stones. On as far as Bernardo Silva. Walker to Kovacic. Walker again. Kyle Walker, can he get the ball forward here? Manuel Akanji, good bit of work here. Rodri now to Kovacic. Kovacic through, giving the ball away, looking for Erling Haaland. But all reality finds Luis Diaz, but he loses possession to Walker. And Walker gets the ball through for Phil Foden. And Foden gets the ball through to Erling Haaland. Out to Jeremy Doku. Haaland is making away into the penalty. Foden there too. Doku! It's the person! Falls into the arms of Kellen. Oh my word. City so unlucky from taking the lead there, Paul. The substitute, Jeremy Doku.
Well, it's a fine margins, isn't it? Kelleher beaten convincingly there, and it just struck the inside of the post and a centimetre to the left, and that is 2-1. Well, almost there for Manchester City. Good attempt by Jeremy Doku.
Yes, and Liverpool thought they could have got a winner themselves, as Mo Salah broke into the penalty area on the right-hand side. His effort was saved well by Edison. We're just seeing another shot of this now. It's a brilliant ball from Andy Robertson to pick out Mo Salah. Going to the penalty area, and it was too tight of angle to score from there from Mo Salah, but he was saved well. Well, this is the effort from Durkin back off the post and into the arms of Keller. So unlucky there for both sides, with both sides looking to win this game late on in now. It's Rodri wheeling ball into Kovacic. Will be one final twist in this tail in the Premier League. There's Durkin on the left side, taking the penalty. So Ben Durkin pulls the ball back and McAllister intercepts. And now Liverpool will try and break. They can wear this well. They can get forward. Here is Mo Salah. He loses out to Durkin with a free kick. The referee, Mike Lovett, says he's been fouled by Jeremy Durkin there. Mo Salah. We're going to see how many minutes of stoppage time we're going to get in a moment. And wow! I didn't expect this many, Paul. We've got 8 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this second half.
Well, a lot of it was probably for the VAR check, for the stoppage with the goalkeeper, Ederson, I think. I actually think 8 minutes isn't that bad. I think with the VAR check and Ederson's long stoppage as well, and the stoppage as well in relation to the penalty with the treatment for Ederson as well, I think 8 minutes is okay.
I would have probably gone 5 minutes for me, Paul. I thought, well, 5 minutes would have been suffice me in the end, but we'll wait and see that. Here it is, Liverpool again with Harvey Elliott. Wonderful crossing looking from Lewis says at the back post, but that's headed behind by John Stones for a corner kick to Liverpool as we've played a minute of those 8 added on at the end of this Premier League encounter. It's been a fantastic encounter here on the Premier League live on the Commentary Hub 2, JB Sports, Focus on Football, and my own personal Twitch channel as well. If you want to listen over there, is Russ P. Vernon _92. Thank you to those who is listening over there as well. We've got one listener over there, and we thank you wherever you are for listening in. If you are tuned in and listening and you want to say hello to us, just come and wave to it. Just pop in the chat and say hello. We'll do a bite. As is Joe Gomez for Liverpool. In any of the chats that you're listening to him. Well, the co-commentator says he bites. He's only kidding you guys.
I'm just kidding.
Here's Luis Diaz for Liverpool into the path of Wataru Endo. Now he finds João Kwanzaa inside the centre circle, midway inside the city off. How wide it goes to Elliott. Down the line is Mo Salah. Salah can't get the ball in. His handball peels against Gomez, not given. Salah got possession back. Then McAllister again. Elliott, can he get the ball into the penalty area? He can. Let's go from Van Dijk. He's nose it down, and he's cleared away by Akanji. Robertson is there, and he's picked up by Bernardo Silva against Robertson, and that's a brilliant bit of play for City. City will try and break on the counter. With fantastic chance from Virgil van Dijk, who got back well and intercepted absolutely fantastically. And Mike is just laughing at that comment there. Says, "You don't buy me, Paul." You don't buy me, Paul does. That's what Mike's response is to that. Paul, then we know we have a bit of banter between us guys here on the commentary. We'll have a bit of banter between each of us there, as well as here comes Joe Gomez into Wataru Endo. McAllister gets the ball out wide. Harvey Elliott can get the ball forward for Liverpool. He's got Gomez on the other side of him. He's got Salah in behind. Salah's on side with the flag's up. And Salah puts in his gap, puts the crossbar anyway. And Elliott puts it in, but the flag was up anyway. We're offside against Mo Salah. So it does not count. And Liverpool thought they won it later on, but Salah was offside as he's supposed to play through. He is offside, Salah. And then he squares to the back post. Gakpo hits the bar, comes back out, and then Elliott puts the ball in. But he was offside against Mo Salah, which was the correct call in my opinion there, Paul.
Yeah, I'm glad the assistant on the far side raised his flag immediately as well, because it was very clearly offside.
Yes, Jurgen Klopp there clapping on, watching on as well, as Liverpool 1, Manchester City 1, as the ball is played forward. Ed scoping away there by Kwanzaa. Foden intercepts. On this one was Rodri. Now it's Jeremy Doku. Doku now back to Rodri. Almost lost possession. Kovacic being forced backwards to Rodri on halfway. Can he spread the play out wide? No, he goes to John Stones to try and get the ball forward. Kovacic back to Rodri. And now City play the ball out wide to Ake. Winning full control. Down the line is Jeremy Doku's onside. And Doku's away. Down the left hand side. Fernando making the run into the centre. Doku. The ball in front and back heel flick is blocked. And Gomez gets the ball away to Elliott. And Elliott will get the ball forward. Goes back to Gomez. Gomez wants to get the point of this ball going forward. And they get forward to Salah. On halfway, Salah. Spreads the ball out wide. We're giving it away to Bernardo Silva. It's the ball too far in front of him. Van Dijk has possession back. Almost played 5 of the 8 added minutes. We've got 3 minutes left to play. Plus any overtime that Michael Oliver wants to add on to this game. Liverpool 1, City 1 as Gakpo drops the ball into the path of Kwanzaa. Now here is Joe Gomez. Harvey Elliott. Elliott drops the ball back to Gomez again. Kwanzaa. Now here is Van Dijk. How wide it goes to Robertson. Wonderful play from Liverpool. Kwanzaa now in the centre circle. Inside his own half. Van Dijk on halfway. Over halfway to Gakpo. Can't pick out Andy Robertson. Throw it to Liverpool. Liverpool will have one last chance potentially to win this game. Will City find a last chance to win this game as well? Interesting to see. Gomez gets the ball through. Salah, brilliant bit of play. And over the top. Endo's there, he's breaking to Benedict. Gomez, it's Gakpo. Can't find Salah, goes down, no penalty given. Liverpool won a penalty there for a foul on Salah's not being given. VAR will check it. And VAR potentially going to check in this penalty. City players are surrounding Mo Salah here.
Yeah, they think he's dived. I don't think I'm going to have a look at this, but I don't think it's a penalty. But I also don't think he's dived.
I'm not sure of this, Paul. I'm going to see this again myself.
Yeah, I mean, I feel sorry for the officials in this situation.
This one. Maybe I'll tell this angle. Probably tell us, Paul. I'm not sure. If it's
contact.
There is contact, but I'm not sure if there's enough contact for him to go down there to warrant a penalty. And I don't think. Yeah, VAR have not given it, Paul, either.
Yeah. It's probably. I mean, clear and obvious. Again, it's certainly not clear and obvious, is it?
No, because I wasn't sure in the first minute. It's Gomez and Haaland having a set to each other there as play continues down the other end of the pitch. And Liverpool will try and come forward. Here's Diaz. And he's got the ball out wide to Harvey Elliott. One last chance for Liverpool, maybe. Elliott. No ball in. Deflects behind. It will be one final attempt for Liverpool to win this game from a corner. We've got 30 seconds to go in this game. Will we see a late twist in this game? Andy Robertson to take this corner. Will we see a late twist? Will we get a last minute winner here for Liverpool against Manchester City, which Liverpool, based on the second half, deserve, especially for their performance in the second half. City have been poor since Liverpool equalised. And the ball's lifted. Diaz is in there. Doku's there. Mikasa goes down. Liverpool won a penalty. Mikasa still stays down inside the box. He breaks for Luis Diaz. Edge of the penalty area. Back he goes to Gakpo. Diaz. Does well. Diaz. He's still going well here, Diaz. Good ball, edge of the box. Salah towards Gakpo. He's bound for yet a corner. With a corner, but before the corner, the VAR will check this for a penalty for a foul on Alexis McAllister.
Well, let's take a look at this one. Doku goes up. Oh, well.
That should be a penalty for me.
Yeah, I would actually agree. But foot high is the referee's gonna call that in the middle of the park all day long. The question is, does he get the ball first?
VAR checking this. And while VAR are checking this, Paul, we'll wait for the outcome of VAR, which we've got now, which is a corner. Before this corner's taken, Paul, would you like to give us your player of the match?
Kyle Walker.
We'll get you reasons for it after this corner, but Kyle Walker is now playing the match. We're into the 9th minute of stoppage time. Andy Robertson delivers a corner in, edged up and away, and there is the full-time whistle. It's all over at Anfield. It's a 1-1 draw between Liverpool and Manchester City. A good game, a good end-to-end game, especially after Liverpool equalised. Liverpool with the better chances after they equalised. But it's finished at Anfield. Liverpool won, Manchester City won, and the City players and the coach staff are shaking the hands of Jurgen Klopp, because it's probably the last time they're going to face his Liverpool side unless they get him in the FA Cup. Well, Liverpool and Manchester City have drawn 1-1 in this game. Well, Paul James, let's get your overall thoughts. And then after that, please expand on the reasoning behind Kyle Walker getting our player of the match today, sponsored by Commentary Services.
Yeah, of course. Liverpool, I think, came back into it after the equaliser. I think they were the better team after the equaliser. They had a number of chances, especially Luis Diaz had a number of chances. I have to admit I was very close to giving player of the match to Luis Diaz. But he wasn't able to take any of those chances. City, unfortunate themselves, of course, with Jeremy Doku hitting the inside of the post. But I think a draw on the whole is the right result. I think both sides had chances. Both sides didn't take their chances to win the game. And I think a draw at the end of the day is probably the right result here.
Yes, absolutely, Paul. And I would also have to agree. If I were to say anything, I think a draw was a fair result, because I think, based on the balance of play from what we've seen today, Paul, I don't know about you, but in my opinion, Paul, from what we've seen, the first half, City were the better side. Then in the second half, Liverpool, especially after they equalised, were the better side in the game. So for me, like you, Paul, I think the draw was a fair result and a fair reflection on the contest that we've just witnessed this afternoon.
Yeah, I think Jurgen Klopp's not happy with Michael Oliver, however. But I think, yeah, to me, absolutely right result. The reason why I chose Kyle Walker as player of the match and perhaps not Luis Diaz or McAllister, maybe even, was on my mind. I just felt that Kyle Walker had done such a good job defensively, really shut most of that Liverpool attack down. And also, when he got forward, he looked dangerous. He was breaking out on regular occasions, adding an extra threat to that City attack. And I think he's played very, very well today.
Yes, I think he's done well today as well, Paul. You can see why he's the City captain as well, in my opinion, Paul, because of how well he has done since being given the captain's armband in the end, Paul. And I think overall, when you look at the reflection on the game, Paul, I think you're probably quite right. The draw was a fair result in the end, and I think not only that, I think both teams, if you were to say to them at the start of the game, you're going to get a draw from this game, I think both teams, with the way the season's gone so far, know also being at the top, the men have said, yeah, we'll take it straight away. Well, having seen how the game's played out, I think both teams will be happy with the draw, especially with the way the game's played out, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. I think both teams will be, I don't know about happy, but okay, certainly with the draw. I think Klopp will be the happier of the two managers, knowing that City still have to go and play Arsenal. So it's I think he'll be the happier of the two. But I think either one of these managers would have been a lot happier with the 3 points.
Yes. So before we do wrap up from today's games, what we're just going to do, we're going to run you through the scores in the Premier League and then show you the Premier League table for round number 28. On Saturday afternoon, it was Manchester United 2, Everton 0. Bournemouth 2, Sheffield United 2. Crystal Palace 1, Luton Town 1. Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Fulham 1. Saturday evening was Arsenal 2, Brentford 1. Sunday afternoon, or today, Aston Villa 0, Tottenham Hotspur 4. West Ham Albion 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Sorry to Luke Turton if he's listening. West Ham United 2, Burnley 2. And in our match this evening, Liverpool 1, Manchester City 1 on this match this afternoon. So now, you've heard the results from the Premier League. Now let's take a look at what the Premier League table looks like at the end of this game today. And there is the table in full. And you can see it quite well there in the end. And you can see the table there. Arsenal are at the summit of the Premier League table. Level on points with Liverpool, but better goal difference than Liverpool. City are a point behind both Arsenal and Liverpool. Aston Villa are fourth after their defeat to Tottenham, who move up to fifth. They're on 53 points, 2 points behind Aston Villa now. Manchester United are in sixth there in the Premier League table as well. We've got West Ham in seventh after their 2-2 draw with Burnley. Brighton are in eighth. Wolves are in ninth. Newcastle in 10th. Chelsea in 11th in the bottom half of the Premier League table. Fulham in 12th. Bournemouth in 13th. Palace in 14th. Brentford in 15th. Everton in 16th. They've got a minus 6 points of Everton. So they're on 25 points at the moment. Nottingham Forest, just outside the relegation zone, on 24 points. Luton there on 21. They've got a game in hand over Nottingham Forest. Burnley, with their point today, away West Ham, move up to 19th and move Sheffield United back to the bottom of the Premier League table, despite their third win of the season yesterday against Bournemouth for Sheffield United. But there is the Premier League table to tell you all about their guys. And Mike says, when the foot house when he went, get in, perfect. It's a lovely, lovely weekend. And he says, it's a beautiful day. I think he's quoting you too there with it's a beautiful day. Well, Liverpool, in the end, and Manchester City may not think it's a beautiful day, Mike. But the Arsenal fans and the Arsenal players and the Arsenal coaching staff will think that is a beautiful day, as their side remain top of the Premier League table after this weekend's result. One game to come in the Premier League this weekend is Chelsea against Newcastle. That's on Monday night. Unfortunately, we will not be able to bring you that on any of our channels on Monday night. But until next time, from myself, Russ, from Paul, and from the rest of the team here on the Commentary Hub, thank you very much for listening. And we'll see you all very soon. Take care. Have a fantastic rest of your Sunday. And if you get a chance to speak to your mother or take her out, make sure they have a lovely Mother's Day. I had to my mum out yesterday for a nice meal and wonderful day yesterday. Just me mum down at the local pub for a meal yesterday evening while the Arsenal game was on, and I managed to listen back to the game early from last night with the commentary from Paul and the commentary from Mike. And I just want to say, I know Mike's still listening, I know Paul's still with me right now. Great work yesterday, chaps. Absolutely fantastic. And Paul, your commentary, as main commentator now, Paul, is coming on leaps and bounds. You're starting to get better and better. And one of these days I can see you probably overtaking myself or JB as one of the lead commentators here on the Commentary Hub.
Oh, thanks, Russ. That's very kind of you to say. I need to just adjust my mic issues. I'm still trying to work that out. But thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, nerds, but if you get a chance, guys, go back and listen to the Arsenal-Brentford game with Paul and with the material analysis from Mike as well before the game, half-time and a full-time. And for himself, Paul, Mike, and the rest of the team here on the Commentary Hub, we thank you very much for listening to our coverage today. We hope you've had a fantastic Sunday so far, and we'll catch you all again soon. Take care. It's goodbye from us. Have a rest of your Sunday. Ciao for now.